Hey guys, what's up? Zach here. If you hear something in the background, that's just the laundry going. This is Elliptical Studios' very first vlog, and I apologize, but it's gonna have to be quick because I don't have very much time to record because of YouTube's stupid 10-minute rule, and I can't edit this video down. So, anyways, let's get started immediately. First, we have a Sailor Moon Abridged update. Basically, we have episode 3 almost completely done, and we're starting work on episode 4. So take a look at that. Now what I'm going to be presenting to you is a bunch of pitches of stuff we want to try. All the stuff that we've wanted to try for the last 2 years or so. But we haven't figured out what we want to do. So we want to hear what you guys want us to do. So so this is basically our pitch meeting to our fans. And here we go. Our first one is a show called Kentucky Fried Show. Basically it's our own version of a sketch show, except it's our version of a sketch show, except the only difference is we don't really have a theme or ongoing thing. We'll do may do current affairs, may do video games, may do anime, may do politics, religion, race. It doesn't matter. We don't care. We don't give a fuck. Next one is Arkham's Finest. As you can see, it's Batman based from that symbol in the corner. Hold on. It's Batman based from that symbol in the corner. What it's about is it's going to be between Batman Begins and Dark Knight, visiting the other villains as we think they would be in the Nolanverse and what we think they would be doing while Batman's causing this crusade. Next we have horror shorts. Horror shorts is basically what it sounds like. It's a bunch of miniature horror movies, probably about 10 to 20 minutes, that we would post up that we like. Not really my idea, it's Evan's, so if you have a question about that, put it right down there in the comments. Next we have The World Ends With You. What The World Ends With You is about is, well, if you play the DS game, you know exactly what it's about. If you don't, we have Wikipedia. Basically, we want to make a series that's just like that game, going day by day of it all. Those are the TV series we have. Next we have movies that we want to do. When I say movies, I don't mean like 30 minutes or 45 minutes I usually see on YouTube. This is feature length, probably from an hour and a half to 2 hours, because that's how I roll. First is Kill or Be Killed. Kill or Be Killed is basically a bunch of assassins that are put together in a tournament under this mysterious head honcho, and they don't even know what the prize is. They're just sent to kill each other, and at the end they'll have to face this mysterious man and find out what it all was for. Next we have the Deathnote. If you've ever seen the anime The Deathnote, you probably know what it's about. It's going to take place a year after the continuity of the Deathnote movies, and a new Kira is given, or a new Deathnote is dropped, and it causes the creation of a new Kira. And the only difference between the last Kira and this one is he's crazy. He's not really intelligent. He just doesn't have a pattern because he's completely out of his mind. And he's followed by a new detective called Hart, H-A-R-T instead of L. So if you have any questions, of course, comment. Next we have Look Cool. Look Cool is basically going to be our comedy. It's about a guy who lives this mundane, routine life, and and after a while, his friend brings him out onto this life of risk taking, and shows him what life could really be, and shows him the good aspects of it, but he also finds out the bad aspects as well. Next, we have our horror movie, Smiley. Smiley is a character that we were originally planning for a horror film festival, but because we hadn't even made a script by the time the thing was over, we decided not to enter. Basically what Smiley is this basically a regular slasher person. He has no special abilities, he has nothing really, he just likes to kill. And he can't be traced because he doesn't have any sort of pattern. Okay, those are the movies. Now we just have random series here that we'd like to try. If you've ever seen Nostalgia Critic or Angry Video Game Nerd, then you'll know what this is about, but it's called Evan and Zach Look At. we wanted to do something like those two, but we couldn't really think of a subject. We couldn't, maybe movies, video games, we didn't know. So Evan and Zach we'll look at something, maybe something very big, Pokemon, Digimon, or maybe something very small, like the new Watchmen movie that came out, which I just saw tonight. Very good. Next we have warning label. If you've ever seen Mythbusters, it's kind of like that. Have you ever looked on a product and seen like a warning label, like keep away from flames, keep in a cool temperature, do not put with these and sort of well, basically this show would show you why you need to do that, usually and hopefully with disastrous results. Now, if you've ever watched MST3K, you know what, and if you follow them, you'll know that they're now doing something called Rifftrax, where you can buy commentaries to put over current movies. Well, a while ago they opened up the option to where you can make your own Rifftrax and sell them, and what we're planning to do is our own Rifftrax. And as you can see right down there, that's a Pokeball. Why Pokeball? Because if we were to do this, our first movie would be Pokemon the first movie. Because though it's a great movie, hasn't really stood the test of time. Next is anime documentary. I've always wanted to do one because I've been interested in the community of anime, not only just the animation itself, but what people in the community think, what they do to show that they're fans, and how people from the outside view them looking in. And I thought that would always be very interesting to look at. Next, we have something along those lines called Super Nerdom. Super Nerdom is kind of like a documentary show where we look into different areas of nerdom: AMV making, cosplay, LARPing, tabletop RPGs, con goers, that kind of stuff. Because I'm interested in all forms of nerdom because it's an interesting community, and that's what that show will be looking into. And the last one I'm going to be showing you is, if you ever look for gameplay online for your favorite game or something, you'll sometimes notice that there's something called a Let's Play series, where they go through the game sometimes with humorous commentary over it, or sometimes informative commentary over it. Well, I've always wanted to do that, in the humorous variety, of course, and after milling it over for a while, I figured out the perfect game I could do, so my choice is Let's Play Metal Gear Solid, and as you can see, I'm not a very good artist, so those are the pitches we have for you. We'd love to hear what you guys have to think, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, you want to send us death threats, leave them down there. Thanks, and have a great day. See you later.